Today I am going to be ranking all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games, including the brand new release, Secret of the Mimic. Let's dive right in. But before that, just a quick disclaimer, this is all just my opinion. You might not agree with some of the placements of the games in this tier list, and that is totally fine. I'm going to be ranking these games based on how much fun I have playing them. I'm not necessarily going to be ranking them on their characters or the lore or the story or anything like that. Like, it's mostly just going to be how fun do I find playing these games. So starting out, we have the original Five Nights at Freddy's, and to be honest with you, I don't have a ton of fun replaying this game nowadays. I kind of want to put it just in the middle. It's fun to go back to for the nostalgia, but aside from that, I don't really go back to it that often. Obviously, FNAF 1 is iconic. It is why we're here today, but yeah, it's just not that fun. Then we have FNAF 2. I find FNAF 2 to be one of the worst experiences in Five Nights at Freddy's. I cannot stand the FNAF 2 gameplay loop at all. It is so frustrating. It's probably a skill issue on my end, but regardless, I'm just not having a good time while playing it. FNAF 2 is not a FNAF game that I would play in my free time. The only time I play it is for you guys. Again, if we were talking about characters or story, it would be placed higher, but if we're going just on gameplay, yeah, I'm not having a good time. Then we have FNAF 3. In terms of like quality of FNAF games, I feel like FNAF 3 is kind of lower compared to the others. I don't really mind playing it though. It's not super fun, but I don't think it's as bad as FNAF 2 for me personally. So I feel good putting it in C because it's definitely not better than the first one, but yeah, not as bad as FNAF 2. I feel like a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on the FNAF 2 placement, and I don't care. This is my tier list, make your own. Next up, we have FNAF 4. FNAF 4 is my favorite Five Nights at Freddy's game. We have to put it in S tier. I always have fun playing FNAF 4. I think that it does a good job of being scary every single time I play it, whereas the other games, I can kind of predict the jump scares, but with FNAF 4, you think you're safe, and then all of a sudden you're not, and that is every single time you play it. I like how it's different from the first three without the cameras. I like having to run around the room and keep an eye on everything and keep an eye on Foxy. Of course, I'm a little biased with FNAF 4, but I'm okay with that. Again, this is my tier list. Get your own. Next up, we have FNAF World, and I don't think that FNAF World is a bad game, but it's definitely not a game for me. So I'm gonna put it down in D with FNAF 2. The style of game that FNAF World is not a type of game that I personally ever reach for. I don't play any games that are similar to FNAF World, and yeah, I remember the first time I played FNAF World, I was very confused and just underwhelmed by it and bored. It's really not a game that I like to play at all. I know that people who like FNAF World really like FNAF World, and I'm sure that it's a great game, but yeah, it's just not for me. Next up, we have Sister Location. Now, if I was doing this tier list a couple of years back, I probably would have put Sister Location on the lower end, but I don't know, more recently, maybe because I've been playing the custom night more, or, you know, doing the extra stuff that you can do instead of just the basic Five Nights, I've been having a lot more fun with Sister Location recently. And so honestly, I think I'm gonna put it in S tier personally. Each of the nights are very different. All of the custom nights, I like that they aren't too customizable. I like that they are kind of set challenges for each of the custom nights. I'm not typically a fan of custom nights where you just have to customize it yourself. So yeah, I like how Sister Location does it compared to the rest of the FNAF games. Next up, we have Pizzeria Simulator. I am so bad at this game. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to play the like night shift section where you're like dealing with the animatronics in the vent. Every single time I've tried, I have been just awful at it. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I need Reese to teach me how to play this game. The only time I ever beat it was when I didn't salvage any animatronics, and obviously that's not how you're supposed to do that. But I really do like the mini games and the aspect of the game where you're creating your own pizzeria. Like, if the entire game was just being able to sit and decorate a pizzeria, I would be happy with that. And that's basically how I play it, so I'm gonna put it in A tier. At some point, I'll do a stream properly learning how to play the game and maybe I'll put it higher or lower in the future, but for now, I'm just gonna put it at A. Next up, we have Ultimate Custom Night. Remember a moment ago when I said I didn't like custom nights where we had too much freedom in how we customize it?
I'm not typically a fan of custom nights.
Yeah, I don't like this game. It's another thing where the people that love it really love it, and the people that don't really don't. I just have so much trouble getting into it. I don't know, maybe I need you guys to like tell me what challenges to do. I don't like that there's no guidance really to it aside from the preset challenges, which I guess I could do those. I don't know. I've just never really vibed with Ultimate Custom Night, I guess. I'm gonna put it in D tier. Next up, we have Help Wanted. I love to play Help Wanted. I am putting it in S tier. By the way, I'm including the Curse of Dreadbear DLC in this because I forgot to put it in separately. One of the things that I really like about Five Nights at Freddy's is the community aspect of it, whether that's, you know, watching streamers play it, watching Let's Play videos of it, watching theory videos of it. There's a big community online for Five Nights at Freddy's. But I also think that a large part of the Five Nights at Freddy's community can be in real life as well. For example, with Help Wanted specifically, Help Wanted is the only Five Nights at Freddy's game that I've been able to get friends and family members to play because it's fun to experience it in VR and like kind of have fun with it in a social setting, right? I have fond memories of my parents playing Help Wanted in VR or my little cousins getting scared of FNAF in VR. So while I love playing FNAF Help Wanted myself, I also love being able to play it through other people and like see other people in my life experience it too. It makes the gameplay experience a whole lot more exciting. Next up, we have Security Breach. I loved Security Breach. I'm going S tier. Wait, am I? Maybe I'll put that in A tier, to be honest. I'll put it above Pizzeria Simulator though, but I don't know if I want to keep it in S. Security Breach is definitely one of the most fun Five Nights at Freddy's games in my opinion, but I think nowadays I don't go back to it as often as I used to. I think it's harder to have a unique experience in FNAF Security Breach with where I'm at with it now, but it still is a ton of fun. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it at A, I think. And then we have the DLC Ruin, which I am judging separately from the main game because I don't like playing Ruin. I said it. I'm putting it in D tier. The first time I played Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach Ruin, I kind of had rose-colored glasses on. I was just blown away that we got something kind of spooky back in FNAF after Security Breach, right? And I think a lot of people felt that way as well, and a large part of the community was really, really happy with the Ruin release. But then I played it for a second time, and I had a lot less fun with it. I don't think it's super replayable. It's very repetitive. I don't like constantly having to put the mask on, take the mask off, do the nodes. Like, I'm so tired of it. Like I said, the first playthrough of it, I really enjoyed it, but yeah, since then, not so much. So maybe since I did have fun with it the first time, maybe I'll put it a little higher, maybe I'll put it in C. But yeah, it's definitely not that fun of a game to revisit, in my opinion, nowadays. Again, we're not talking about story here today. We're not talking about characters. Obviously, Ruin is a very important DLC to the franchise, but it's just not that fun to play, in my opinion. That's all. Next up, we have Help Wanted 2. I haven't really had the same experiences with Help Wanted 2 as I had with Help Wanted 1, so I don't think it has made as big of an influence on me as Help Wanted 1 did. I have yet to have friends and family members play Help Wanted 2, but today we're just going off of how much I enjoy playing it. I personally really like playing Help Wanted 2. I think it's such a fun game to go back to. Obviously, because of all the mini games, there's a ton of replayability with it, much like the first Help Wanted. Personally, I think I have more fun playing the first Help Wanted game than I do the second one. I do enjoy Help Wanted 2 more than Pizzeria Simulator, but not more than Security Breach. So yeah, in the middle of A tier seems right for this. We're getting close to the end here. Next up is Into the Pit. I haven't played Into the Pit a ton. I really enjoy it, but it's not one that I typically go back to, but I don't really dislike playing it. Like, I don't not have fun with it. So I think I'm gonna put it in the middle. It's not fun enough for me to, you know, revisit it as frequently as I revisit these other games, but it's not fun enough to put it anywhere near FNAF 3 and FNAF world, you know? But it is still a really enjoyable game, so yeah, I think I'll keep it in B. Maybe I'll even put it above the first FNAF game. Anyways, now we're on to Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic, the latest Five Nights at Freddy's game. I really enjoyed FNAF Secret of the Mimic, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think I like it more than Security Breach. It is a really good game. I love what Steelwool has done with it and the direction that they're taking the FNAF games. I think that this is like so cool. However, I have more room in my heart for FNAF Security Breach than I do Secret of the Mimic. Plus, playing it, I think that there's a bit more variety in the gameplay of Security Breach than there is Secret of the Mimic. Secret of the Mimic did feel a little repetitive at times. Not often, not to the point where it's like bad, but like, I don't know, I found I had a more unique gameplay experience when I was going for different Security Breach endings rather than the Secret of the Mimic ones. Sometimes Secret of the Mimic could feel a little bit more tedious. I still really, really enjoyed it though, and I definitely will be playing it a lot more. I can see myself replaying this one a lot. So yeah, guys, that is my ranking of the Five Nights at Freddy's games based on how fun I find them to play. If you guys want me to redo this ranking based on things like characters or story, lore, you know, let me know if you would be interested in something like that, and maybe I can do another video like this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and be sure to let me know your ranking of each of the games in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.